this, and the brother just reminded me. Aki is saying, why did God, of course, punish David's family for David's sin? And of course, we find this account in 2 Samuel.
Yeah. When you say God, I think the question is a little confused because God will often take responsibility for actions committed by others. Because let's look at it. If we look at, for example, the issue of Tamar, David's daughter, who was raped by her half-brother Amnon, and then Absalom, her full-blood brother, sought vengeance and then killed Amnon. And then Absalom rebelled against David and got killed. If you really look at it, was it God who did these crimes or the people? The answer is the people did it. Why? God will often remove his hand of protection. When he removes his hand of protection, that means now Satan, evil spirits, and their human instruments have now the freedom to come and carry out the evil desires that they want to upon you. It is God who constrains people. It is God who saves you from the evil of people, the desires of people to wish you harm. It is God who's miraculously protecting us. For example, who's protecting me and David Winnell from getting killed by Muslims, from being beheaded? Jesus, our Lord. So it's not God who does the evil. It is Satan, evil spirits, and or human beings used by Satan directly or their own sinfulness that brings evil, conflict, and havoc. It is God who constrains that. It is God who stops that from happening. I'll give you an example of Joseph. The example of Joseph. When the brothers of Joseph wanted to murder him, God stopped them. But when they wanted to sell him, God allowed that. You see the difference? God didn't make them sell Joseph. He allowed them. But when they wanted to kill him, God said, no, that I won't allow you to do. So part of David's judgment included God removing his hand of protection and allowing evil agents, Satan, evil spirits, human beings who hate him, to come and inflict the evil and harm that they did. So that's one. Well, what about the child? Well, even then, you can't blame God for the child being born sick. Do you know why? The only reason why we have healthy children is because God prevents human babies who are conceived in their mother's womb from suffering the ill effects of broken bodies. Our bodies are broken. Our bodies are tainted. Our bodies don't function the way they should. So when a child comes out healthy, it's because God is protecting the child from contracting the diseases that the parent may have. For example, you may have a mother that has diabetes. She conceives a child, and God prevents the child from contracting the diabetes of the parent. So when the child is born ill, that's God allowing the effects of broken bodies to take their toll on the life of an unborn child. But every time a child that comes out healthy, it's because God saved the child from being tainted by the broken bodies of the parents that conceived that child. That's the answer.